Back so soon?
Alethea, I know I wasn't gone long in the Animus, but I couldn't wait.
I've been thinking about whether or not I should let you continue. And I have my answer, but I'm afraid you won't like it.
Don't tell me I can't go into the third simulation.
I'm sorry, Layla. I made a miscalculation, and I factored you in when it was a mistake to do so. I see that clearly now. It's time for you to leave Atlantis.
You can't do this. Not now! I've seen Elysium and the Underworld. You can't take that away!
If I'd known this reality would go the direction it did, you wouldn't have seen any of it. You're too human. Your DNA has succumbed to the corrupting nature of the staff.
Listen, I know the bleeding effect is real, and accessing Deimos' memory did affect me. But I've studied Isu artifacts. This is the last stage of my trials. When it's over, my DNA will be able to overcome the staff's control.
Perhaps. But you won't see that through. My simulations are closed to you.
Hear me out. What happened before Victoria was horrible. But how can I learn to control my impulses if I don't know more about the staff?
This is about more than your lesson. I wanted creation, but you brought destruction.
Only because I haven't learned everything yet. You wanted to teach me, and I still want to be taught. Give me another chance.
Even if I were to let you in, your doctor is dead.
If I could take that back, I would. But I can't. And I have to keep going.
From her calculations, your body wouldn't be able to withstand the simulations.
My body is fine. The staff kept Cassandra alive for thousands of years. I've got a protection guarantee.
Your mind is a different story altogether. You don't have the sense to see its degradation.
When you break it down, this staff heals, Alethea. I could come out of this smarter, more in control. Invincible.
That's quite a leap in logic.
Just let me see for myself. Please.
Go.
Oh my God, thank you. You won't regret this. Here we go.
I'll see you inside.
That's enough!
No need to shout. This isn't your domain, brother.
Hades has nothing left to offer you. You are never meant to stay here, nor Elysium. You didn't belong on Kefalonia, and you didn't belong in Sparta. I can offer you a place you do belong. It's time you finally found it. Atlantis awaits.
Anywhere is better than here.
I won't forget this. No!
There's no need for that here. You're safe.
I've heard that before.
This place isn't like any other you've been. There's no Persephone, no Hades.
Just you.
Just me. Vikastis Vasilevs, the Grand Adjudicator of all Atlantis. But to you, I am Poseidon. What I'm offering you, Keeper of the Staff, is a place at my side. Join me as my Vikastis. Welcome home.
place is the real Atlantis. I mean, it's intact. I thought the city was destroyed.
Every 7 years, our great city begins a new cycle, if judged to be imperfect.
And who's the judge?
Before your arrival, it was my decision alone. Now that I have you at my side, I intend for this cycle to last an eternity.
If you're the Dikastis Vasilevs, you expect me to be...
Dikastis, the judge. Be my hand in laying and enforcing judgment in Atlantis.
Well, I must warn you that I'm not always right.
I was both surprised and encouraged by your actions in the underworld. Fortunes were exchanged in response to your choices. But trust that I learned your reverence to justice is true.
Hades must have told you about my staff.
He didn't have to. As is the way with all heroes, your journey has become the stuff of Atlantean legend.
Then you know my staff is the reason I'm here. I need to learn how to master it.
This land is a paradise of power for those with issue devices, but all in good time.
So you expect me to live among you? A home among gods?
Gods? We are much more than the human conception of gods. Your father called us the ones who came before, but as Alethea told you, we are the issue.
You know about my staff, Pythagoras, and Alethea? I'm starting to feel very watched.
Your trials in both Elysium and the underworld? No, your triumphs there are known to us.
My trials forced me into rebellion. They made me face the dead. My hardships make me a good Dikastis?
We don't always choose our path, but in this case, your blood shows for you. You possess both DNA strands, the best of humans and Isu. I have no doubt that you are our mutual future.
I cry. I bleed. I make as many mistakes as anyone. How can I be the one you're looking for?
It is precisely for those reasons that I know to trust you. Your sense of awareness is essential.
If you say so.
Humans have 5 senses to understand the world around them. We have been blessed a 6th. Knowledge. No, it is not merely your vision of the equal. The essence of that sense sleeps now, but it can be awoken in Atlantis. Your stuff is more than a key. It's a bridge between who you are now and who you must become.
And if I fully awaken this 6th sense, I'll have mastered the staff?
That and more. Come, let me show you.
I accessed power sources in Elysium and the underworld. They helped my knowledge, I think, but they haven't changed my senses.
In Atlantis, you'll find the sources that awaken your new sense much more concentrated. Not only will your knowledge grow here, but it will thrive. You'll find 3 such sources once you leave this palace. You know them as Keeper's Insides.
Doesn't look like anyone can get through.
It's blocked to those who haven't full access to our knowledge. Find the source of that knowledge within this palace. Try to pass through once you do.
Hello, Layla.
Alethea? What are you doing in here?
You needed intervention. I couldn't stop you physically, but perhaps I can make you understand through technical means.
No, I've got this. Stay out of it.
Strange. But it feels like the stuff is becoming a part of me. I think I'm starting to understand. It's like I can feel Isu memories and hear their wisdom. Now I know what you meant about the sources being more concentrated. I feel different.
Many things are different here, Dicastis. You'll discover that in time. Atlantis awaits you. I have one rule that is absolute. Our technology cannot be used on my human civilians. Their bodies cannot withstand the power. The Isu know this above all.
So, I'm free to go? What task should the Dicastis do first?
Even Atlantis is not a perfect society. It yearns for balance. So be that balance. Then when your role as guide to the people is fulfilled, it may well be perfection. Don't worry. You've already earned my respect, which is a trial in itself.
Dicastis, His Eminence Atlas humbly requests that you join him at his Doma to discuss a matter of grave importance.
Right. I'll make sure to stop by. His Eminence? This place is more kings than Sparta.
Ah, you've arrived! I'm honored that Dicastis would accept my humble request.
Ah, you're Atlas, I take it.
In the flesh. I thank you for coming to see me. I'm sure you're very busy. The burden my father gave you is not a light one.
Your messenger told me it was urgent.
Gravely urgent, indeed.
Well, here I am.
It's my brothers, the Archons. They have issues with the human populations under their control. Tensions between Isu and humans are mounting. Without order, the problems will grow severe.
I'll try and use my position to help them where I can.
Find Hadiros, Amphiris, and Azeas. Through your shining example, I hope they learn the valuable lessons in discipline they so desperately need.
And if I help them, you're hoping it'll maintain the peace between Isu and humans.
That's the plan. Poseidon should have known they weren't ready for the responsibility an Archon bears. But that's his failing.
We have Archons where I'm from. Do they fulfill the same duties?
They are charged with overseeing and ruling the humans of Atlantis. Ensuring all live comfortably and peacefully. A job at which I fear they're failing.
Tell me about Gaviros.
You'll find him near the arena. Hard at work planning his next exhilarating spectacle, I'm sure.
What should I know about Amphiris?
He's probably off terrorizing people near the fortified Doma of Ochtonos. Make sure you don't sneak up on him. He's quite jumpy.
What about Azais? Who is he?
You'll find dear Azais wherever there is humanitarian work to be done. I heard there were some issues near the Doma of Amphiris.
There always seems to be unrest between the two races. The Underworld and Elysium were no different.
Time passes and tensions keep building. I expected my father to handle it. But Atlantis grows steadily worse, and no one wants to see what could happen if precautions are not taken.
I'll find the Archons and make sure their problems are taken care of.
ειδοποιήσεις με εκτός ομιλήν.
As I saw me yesterday, he told me I'll be able to go home.
Is Azais a physician and an Archon?
What have I missed? What must I do?
Azais? You have your hands full.
Vigastis, you're a welcome sight. The only one I've had in some time.
So many sick. I'm surprised that anything can spread in a place as advanced as this.
It's shocking. Nothing I have tried will cure the sick or stop the pathogen spreading. I've lost so many already.
When did you first notice people were getting sick?
At the start of this cycle, it began quite slowly and I didn't think much of it. But then the cases grew rapidly day by day. The more that fell sick, the faster the pathogen spread.
You seem really worried. Have you ever seen a sickness like this before?
No. There are many odd phenomena during this cycle. Plants dying, strange insects, and animal attacks. I worry about what this could signify.
Don't worry. We'll find a way to stop the sickness. Tell me what you need.
Well, there was a device being worked on by a scientist named Consus. Its intention was to rapidly heal injuries and eradicate disease.
Was?
His device is missing. Scientists here have tried to replicate it based on the schematics, but it's still in the experimental phase. And it hasn't been tested on humans.
So it may not work.
That's not the biggest issue. Poseidon has outlawed the use of our technology on humans. I fear that if we don't act quickly, the pathogen will spread across Atlantis.
If you think this healing device can help the sick, then I'll make sure that you have it.
The wisdom of an issue, but the compassion of a human. You were a good choice for Vigastis. You'll find the device in one of the issue laboratories, in the Consus archive.
Move! Let's go. The device Azais wants must be inside. Got to be careful not to get spotted. metal is heavy. And here's a note. Forge of Atlantis. This can be used to create weapons. I have to find this place. An ISU device. It's like nothing I've ever seen. What was in that box? My body's tingling like mad. There must be more of these somewhere. I don't understand how this glowing cloth is going to heal the sick. I hope Azais is right.
Έλα.
Η τραγωδία διαφθείρει τους νέους και ούτε καταμαλτακίζονται. Εκπλήσει.
I've brought the glowing cloth you've asked for.
It's a nanotech matter regenerator, in fact, but you have it. I can't believe it. Now then, let's see what this thing can do.
Azais, what the fuck did you do?
I thought I had calibrated correctly. Oh no, what have I done? I killed this poor human. The device doesn't work, and you stole it against Poseidon's laws. What do we do now?
This device is your only chance of stopping the sickness. You need to keep trying.
Yes, you're right. Not trying will just mean more innocent lives are lost. I think if I make some adjustments, I can get it to function on humans correctly.
Everyone seems to be looking much better. Well, almost everyone.
The device still needs work, but it has incredible potential. Poseidon won't be happy that we broke his law, but I'm glad you were the one to do it and not me. In any case, I'm eternally grateful for your help. Thank you.
That's one Archon helped. I hope they're not all this intense. That must be Amphiris. Why so many guards?
Let her pass.
Amphiris, if this is how you treat humans, I can see why you need so many guards.
These aren't humans. They are animals. An animal should be in cages.
I'm sure everything you do isn't without reason. But if you didn't call them animals, you might get a better reaction.
A human did this to me while I slept. When they came to kill me, I survived. But they slaughtered my daughter like an animal. Humans don't act with logic or reason.
Good or bad, they are driven by a will to survive.
A trait we implanted to ensure efficiency. But that will become a kindled flame of insurrection. You led a rebellion yourself in Elysium. So I know you understand. If we don't act, the city will burn and many more lives will be lost.
I don't see an army marching on Poseidon.
This one said they plan to launch an attack. Someone needs to destroy the resistance before that happens.
That's not a small request. Despite what you think, all humans aren't a threat.
It is the only path I see. But you are the Dicastis. Only you can choose the correct course of action.
Killing people will just make the fire spread faster. Now, if we destroy their supplies and their weapons, they can't oppose the issue.
I admire your optimism. But I fear it will not be enough. However, it's your decision to make.
Just leave it to me. I'll send a message they won't forget.
Very well. You'll find the traitorous humans at an abandoned farmstead. Return to me when the situation is resolved.
I don't want to be spotted here. If the leader's dead, the resistance is over. Hard to form a resistance if they have no supplies.
There! I see her!
Dicastis, I'm glad to see you return safely. I almost considered sending a regiment of my guard after you.
That would have been overkill.
You can never be too careful when dealing with violent humans. Come, tell me, has the resistance been quashed?
I destroyed their supplies and equipment.
You believed you saved lives by being merciful, but the truth is that more will die in the end.
I promise you, they're no threat.
You underestimate them. Yes, you've taken their means of striking now, but they would regroup and find more weapons. All you have done is delay the inevitable.
one more Archon to go. Maybe I should just do their jobs too. An arena seems like a strange place to find an Archon.
The Castis! Thank the stars! I was beginning to lose all hope!
Atlas said you needed help.
You don't understand the responsibility on my shoulders. It's my job to concoct entertainment for the masses. But I fear the crowd have grown bored of my grand spectacles!
I've seen some good plays. And some bad ones.
We need more than a simple play. If the audience leave my shows bored and restless, who knows what they'll start plotting?
You think they'll become violent?
My purpose is to keep them preoccupied so they can't be violent.
If your shows have become boring, you just need to get more creative.
The humans are primitive. Their tastes basic. They like life's simpler joys. Blood, tragedy, romance, that sort of thing.
So give the people what they want.
What they want, yes. Yes, I can hear the cheers now! The legendary De Castis Cassandra takes on Atlantis' finest warriors! You must take part in my next event!
Sounds like a Pangration. I can definitely help with that.
Not exactly. But I was inspired by your efforts in Elise. I know you'll do an exemplary job entertaining the crowds as you did then. If we pull this off, we'll be the talk of the city!
It's worth a try.
Welcome one, welcome all to yet another miraculous show here in our beloved city! Tonight we have a very special guest. The Castis of Atlantis is here to entertain you! Our hero's first talent comes from Atlantis itself. Mighty Castis overcome the power of the Atlantean god? Let's find out!
All right, Cassandra. Be entertaining. That's what he said. This is definitely not a Pangration.
Our valiant hero's next challenge fast approaches. A champion bested by none in the city. No mercy, no guilt. Will this be too much for even the De Castis to overcome? The champion has been bested! Our mighty De Castis is victorious and the crowd have spoken. But will she show mercy? Or will she spill the blood we want?
If you don't appease the crowd, I fear what Gyros will do. It was an honor to fight you, De Castis.
You don't deserve to die just for losing.
Our merciful De Castis has passed judgment. But Do not dismay! Our champion lives to fight another day for you, the audience. And here we are, the end of today's event. Next to face our Dicastis' judgment, the very scum that taints our city.
By the gods, what is this?
For the good of Atlantis, today bear witness to the guilty and condemned given one final chance at redemption. They will be honored to die at the hands of our guest.
Enough! I am not doing this!
Fear not, friends! We will make sure justice is delivered. Well, that was an unmitigated disaster.
You said fight, so I fought.
The problem is that I didn't say fight. I said be as entertaining as possible.
This won't help the relations between your people. The humans will see what's going on eventually.
The games have failed. The humans are restless, and it's only a matter of time before they make their own entertainment. Their hunger for violence is insatiable.
You just need to keep surprising them. Think like a human, not an issue.
That's what I tried to do. But you showed the criminals mercy, and the crowd reacted as I expected.
Killing people who can't defend themselves isn't entertainment. It's slaughter.
Their sacrifice helps us keep the peace and maintain order. Or it would have if you played along.
What are you saying, Gavirus?
That my grand experiment has failed. There's nothing left to be done but start again and try for better results. The arena must be cleared.
This is madness.
Only Shadow awaits.
Dicastis, welcome back. I'm glad you could be here to witness this momentous occasion.
Why are the Archons in chains?
I invited my dear siblings here for one final lesson in leadership.
It looks like an execution to me.
Every experience in life should be a lesson, including death. You've been to the underworld, so I know you understand what these fools do not.
Careful, Atlas. I am the Dicastis. If anyone is passing judgment here, it's me.
Don't presume to think you can tell me what to do. The authority of your position doesn't extend to my palace.
You're going to murder your brothers? For what?
For order, for peace, for Atlantis.
For Atlas, you mean?
I am the rightful heir to Atlantis. I should be the Dicastis. I cannot defy Poseidon's will, but these fools don't deserve their power. I'll be a better Archon in their stead.
Killing your brothers is a waste. Teach them to learn from their mistakes, and they'll do whatever you say. They can't do that if they're dead.
I watched you help my brothers. You always found solutions that tried to preserve life. Some of my kind view humans as a resource to be sacrificed. If we want them to progress, we must be an example.
We all look up to someone. I think they look up to you.
Wise, Dicastis. I respect your decision. For the moment.
So what now?
If you're going to one day rule the city, Cassandra, you're going to have to learn a very important lesson.
That's what I get for helping you? A lecture?
Just some words of advice. Nothing in Atlantis is what it seems at face value. This city is old, and those that call it home are even older. You have helped me, Vicastis, and for that, you have my thanks.
This isn't over, Atlas.
On the contrary, I'm done here.
These devices are incredible. I almost feel like I can hear them speaking to me.
Ah, the Castis. I heard you can help me with the solar floral regeneration project.
The what?
Oh, forgive me. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Neocles, an imperial botanist here in Atlantis. I'm engineering a way to aid floral regrowth.
The flowers here can't just grow on their own?
Oh, no! You're not one of those followers of Minerva, are you?
Slow down. Why don't you just tell me what it is you need from me?
Oh, apologies, Nicastis. You're new to Atlantis, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me begin. Basically, the plants are a key resource for us here. But a few cycles ago, humans overpicked them, and now the air is suffering.
You want to grow more?
In a sense, yes. I have a hypothesis, a theory that using a natural power source stronger than the sun will promote sustainable growth.
You're losing me again.
There are devices that project beams of light around the Garden of Triton. Redirecting them using the reflective surfaces would stimulate floral regrowth.
You want me to move your lights?
Yes! And the Castis, taking care of our natural resources, would send a message to all of Atlantis.
A good message, I hope. It looks like all the light beams need to hit that central structure. That must be the device Neocles mentioned. Reminds me of how I opened the door to Atlantis. Worked. First one down. should get the flowers growing in no time. Beautiful. That should do it. I'll tell Neocles it's done. That doesn't seem good. What happened? I moved your light beams. It seemed to be working, but then...
The beams are aligned, yes, but the power isn't running.
What do you think the problem is?
None of this makes any sense. The light beams should expand across the gardens and present with enhanced photons.
Oh no, something's wrong with the photons?
Are you making fun of me? Who doesn't know what photons are?
Just me and the rest of the Greek world.
Never mind the photons. When my enhanced source powers the device, it should... Oh! Unless the light is not progressing from the source, rendering it unenhanced.
So the next step is?
Go to the control room and make sure the power source isn't displaced.
And what exactly is this source?
An igneous matter consisting of Imperial... It's a rock. Just make sure there's a rock in the control room.
Fine. I'll go see if this rock is there. Looks like Neocles was right. There is no rock here. Hey! Stop right there! Get back here! Oh, Malaka! Must be in here somewhere. Maybe if I move some things around.
What's the Dicastis doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neocles' rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental biologist, not a thief. Neocles has no claim to a natural power source like this.
You're going to a lot of trouble for a rock.
You're the Dicastis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neocles' device, and we'll fix the flowers.
This isn't Neocles' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers. When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neocles needs to stop meddling.
Melita! You've always been obtuse about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When will you accept your hypothesis has failed?
Failed is inaccurate terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you!
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Dicastis, it should be your decision.
All right, give me the rock. I'll end this once and for all.
Are you mad? You've completely annihilated our chances at future sustainability!
Trust in, yeah. Nature will heal itself if you allow it.
Thank you, Dicastis. This is the right direction to go in. We might not see improvements right away, but the gardens will heal themselves.
Melita said it would take time for the gardens to heal, but those flowers don't look good. I wonder what she'd make of this.
The one who holds the staff has no choice but to face both immediate and future consequences for lifetimes. That takes responsibility.
I hear you, Alethea. You may think I'm crazy, but at least I'm accountable.
Spotted here. So I can't tell where my hand ends and the stuff begins.
Όσο οι μέτεροι άπαντες.
Ουδή συνεργάσει με τέρης ούτως έχει.
η εργασία δι ανελαττωθεί με ικανός.
Αφρονή, ο εμός πατήρ ο γνώση και η αδελφή μου. Αλλά όμως
Murderer? I didn't do it!
Stop her before she kills again!
Εννέα βαλώσεις στην κατηραμένη αγρικία είναι βέβαιος ότι όλα και σέσονται.
Want to tell me what that was all about?
No. I'll be fine. The Castis! You can make this all go away! My name is Lyra, and you're... you! You've helped so many people. You're amazing and wonderful and powerful and you're here!
Thank you. That's nice of you.
You deserve all the praise and more.
They called you a murderer. You don't seem the type, but as the Castis, I have to be sure.
They're sure I'm responsible for what happened to that poor family. They said it's like the other murders, but I couldn't live with myself, I swear. Please clear my name.
Where were you when the family was murdered?
If it happened last night like they said, I was here trying to sleep. Although lately it's been restless, filled with strange dreams. It's always the same one, over and over.
Were you alone?
Well, yes. I've been so tired lately, I decided to stay in.
You said something about other murders.
This was the third time. I just don't understand why they blame me. I don't have the stomach to do that.
I'll find out what really happened. Just point me in the direction of the attack.
Just down the road, not too far from here.
If I were you, I'd hide until I return.
Oh, good idea. Thank you. You truly are a great Castis.
Maybe someone around here saw what happened last night.
Ah, the great Ligastis. What did I do to deserve a visit?
I'm looking into the attack that happened nearby last night.
Ah, of course. I thought that was meant to be handled already.
You mean the mob harassing that woman?
I've said enough.
I'm the Dicastis, remember? Trust me. People who don't tell me what I want to know end up regretting their silence.
You've already met the guilty one.
Lyra, you agree with the mob.
Of course I do. I'm the one who told them it was her. I saw her last night, bloody and in a frenzy.
It was dark. How do you know it was her?
I know what I saw.
These aren't stab wounds. They're claw marks. This bloodied cloth doesn't match the mother or daughter's robes. It must have come off the murderer.
Is this about what happened last night?
How do you know?
It's all everyone's talking about. And if the Dicastis is here, you must be looking into it.
If you saw or heard anything, I need to know.
I saw it from the distance. Heard it too. Its howl will never leave my mind.
You saw a wolf?
Beast is more like it. If you see it, run!
I'll be careful. These footprints track the blood out of the house. Whoever murdered them left this way. I should return to Lyra and let her know what I found.
Well, did you find out what happened?
The evidence I found was conflicting.
Tell me.
Two people saw what happened. One woman heard a wolf howling, but a man said he saw you, covered in blood and leaving the family's house.
He's lying!
Or mistaken. It was dark, so it could have been anyone. There's more. The killing blows weren't made by a weapon.
Then by what?
It almost looked like claw marks. And then there was this piece of cloth. It didn't match the clothes of anyone there.
That's mine! How did it get there? Someone wants me to look like I was responsible. Tell me the truth, Dicastis.
Whether it was a wolf or something else, it's clear it wasn't you.
Of course it wasn't, but Why would someone make it seem like I'm the murderer?
We'll figure that out together. After I kill the beast.
You're going to kill it?
What other choice is there? Do you want another mob after you?
No, of course not. I've just always hated the killing of animals.
If I don't kill it now, it will kill someone later.
I have a friend who can keep me safe while you end this.
I need to find the beast and kill it before it grows bloodthirsty again. This is no ordinary wolf. Malaka, Lira.
It was me! What am I?
I've seen this before. A Minotaur, Cyclops, a Gorgon. All were humans possessed by powerful issue devices. The only way I could stop them was by killing them. But you're able to change back. Somehow you're different.
I don't remember coming here. Or why?
If I had to guess, that side of you knew it was caught. Maybe it thought coming out here was the only choice it had.
That side of me. I've had dreams lately of being in a bright room, tied down, pain throughout my body. But now, I think that all really happened. I did kill them then. I don't remember it, but it was me, wasn't it? If you knew you would harm people again, and you could never control yourself, never stop, would you?
Would I what?
Jump?
Of course I wouldn't. There are always answers.
How could that be? It feels so permanent.
It's only one part of you. It's not all of you. I know what it's like to be part human and part something else. Trust me, you can live with this burden.
I'm not as strong as you are.
Look at yourself. Yes, you are. You're stronger than you think. Plus, I've been thrown off a cliff before. I wouldn't recommend it.
But you're still here.
I am. And you are too.
You're right. Now that I know what's inside of me, I can do something about it. And I know who can help. Thank you.
I hope she'll be okay.
Issue technology can and will change whoever isn't strong enough to command it. That explains your own aggression, Layla.
I'm still me. I'm not as weak as you think I am.
Over here!
Quick, follow me! Trust a stranger?
I'm no stranger. I'm Elpis. And I've been watching you.
That's not ominous at all.
I'll drop the cloak and dagger. I've been training to become like you, but training isn't enough. You're more than a warrior. The blood of the gods runs through your veins.
I thought they preferred Isu in Atlantis.
The Isu may as well be the divine with how they rule. Cold, calculating, indifferent to the people milling beneath them. But it's not just Isu blood that makes you special, is it? There's something else.
Well, you tell me.
I'm talking about this. Your spear.
You weren't kidding when you said you'd been training. You're quite skilled.
That means a lot coming from you.
So, what do you want from me?
I'm involved with Atlas. He's afraid of taking the relationship public. He says his enemies would exploit me as his weakness, so he keeps me a secret.
Wait, you're in love with Atlas?
From my experience, I'm not sure Isu men truly love. Nevertheless, I need to make him see that I can be his strength. Our partnership might be a key to bridging the gap between Isu and humans.
Your love is strategic.
If we take the relationship public, we could marry and I could rule the district by his side, influence policy and ease the tension between the two groups. But so long as I am merely human, it can never be. That's why I want to be like you.
You seem very passionate about Atlantean politics.
Atlas doesn't approach the human and Isu conflict with compassion for humanity. I believe I can bring that compassion.
Someone so ready to kill his own brothers hardly strikes me as husband material.
Atlas is like any Isu, aloof and unchanging. That's why we make a good team. I bring out his humanity.
It would be nice to have another ally in Atlantis. What's your plan?
At the Adamant Metalon, they harvest a metal used to create devices just like your spear.
My spear is the strongest metal ever forged. Could this be used to forge other weapons?
Well, adamant ingots could. But what I need is raw adamant. I know the one who can forge it for me. The Atlas can't suspect what I'm up to, so make sure you're not seen.
He doesn't know about this?
I'll tell him the truth when the time is right. Please, hurry back.
This is interesting. That's the adamant metal Elpis told me about. She said I should get the raw adamant without being seen. Let's hope no one notices me here. Looks like this might be where they store the raw adamant after mining it. Got the raw adamant. I'll bring this to Elpis. It's reacting with my stuff somehow. Almost like they were meant to be together. Raw adamant, as promised.
Nice to see that you're as skilled as you look. I'm making the right choice to become more like you.
It takes more than a weapon crafted from adamant to be like me.
Luckily, I'm not crafting a weapon, but a powerful issue device.
Still, all you have is raw adamant.
Until I take it to a skilled blacksmith so he can forge an issue device from the adamant.
Well, you know where to find the Castis when you need her.
The foraging shouldn't take too long. I'll meet you near the Dome of Atlas when it's done. Then we can proceed to the next phase of my plan.
Stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Yeah!
Someone's here!
Yes, I can almost hear my staff's thoughts. I wonder if he can hear mine.
Now that I have the ISU device forged, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak into his private chambers.
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device theoretically could add a third helix to my DNA.
I've seen what these ISU devices can do. It's not pretty.
The science is sound. And I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising. In previous cycles, of course, before Poseidon outlawed experimentation.
Last I checked, he seemed pretty power-hungry. I don't think he wants to share his throne.
Behind every great man is a great woman. I can make Atlas see that, Dicastis.
I'm not sure a good Dicastis goes behind the back of an Atlantean Archon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep Atlas talking while I'm in his chambers.
I don't think we have anything in common. What are we supposed to talk about? The weather?
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as Dicastis. Why not play to that advantage? Whatever you do, don't mention my plans.
Great. This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, Dicastis. Let's go. I've studied this science extensively. Once I impart ISU DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
I could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
Elpis, what are you doing here? With her, no less.
The Dicastis and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. She'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No. You two stay here. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
Elpis wouldn't have anything to do with why you were sneaking around the adamant Metallon, would she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
The truth is, Elpis and I are in love.
What? What? What have you done?
I'm not weak anymore, Atlas. I can rule Atlantis at your side.
This is your doing. You're trying to revolt against the issue with hybrids.
No!
What did you do?
I didn't mean to. He was going to kill you.
It seems my brother finally got his due. Is this your judgment, Digastis?
I killed Atlas. It wasn't my intention.
You hope to rule by his side to ease the conflict between humans and Isu.
He wasn't as supportive of my dreams as I would have hoped.
I support you. You can assume his role as you see fit. I will handle Poseidon and my brothers.
Thank you, Azais.
You can't be more corrupt than Atlas. And Atlantis can't fear progress if it hopes to pass this cycle.
Atlantean politics are even more dramatic than in the Greek world. What will you do now?
I'm not the first Atlantean ruler to take power by force. If the Isu can do it, why not me? Still, I didn't want to start my reign this way.
You started your reign by saving my life. Normally, I do the saving.
Hopefully, this is the start of me saving many lives here in Atlantis. Thank you, Digastis. I'll make progress for humans in Atlantis. Slowly but surely. Thank you again.
Access granted. Initiating Forge Protocol. Select preferred weapon configuration. Adaptation authorized. Engaging in warrior customization.
Did I not see the world like this before? It's all so clear to me now. Like I am seeing with new eyes.
Τα στιμάς συντιμάστε. Ίσως τιμήσετε όντως το απροσδόκητο του πελάτη.
Careful. I don't want to be caught here.
Just die!
Μάλλον η Σοφοκλέα.
You'll be dead soon!
See you! I'll bury you!
Πρόμεθα το παραδείγμα των έργων αυτού είναι αντιβάλλον των δέων και
Ούκ έχω το
The watch will be vigilant here.
Wait a minute. No, you don't!
Looks so peaceful from up here. It always does. But it never is. I know, Icarus. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Harkons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. Go do this. Bring me that. Go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Icarus? A speech from your new ruler? Atlanteans! Tonight, we tear off these clothes and make love until the sun comes up. I wonder what Alcibiades is doing these days. Or who?
Who is Alcibiades?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Dicastis' speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Cassandra.
I thought it was wonderful, Dicastis Cassandra.
Just Cassandra is fine. And what's your name?
Alcon. You're even more special than all the bedtime stories my parents used to tell me.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. The Isu won't help me. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld, who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
A child without his parents? Not on my watch. As the Castis of Atlantis, I declare this unacceptable.
Oh, thank you, Dicastis Cassandra.
You said your parents never came home. If you could tell me where they're assigned and what their names are, it would be very helpful.
Mata's name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the Adamant Quarry.
You're very brave. Now, go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry. I'll come find you once I have some answers.
The Castis. Have you come to analyze the recently discovered coral permutations fastened to the hulls of our vessels?
No. I'm looking for a woman named Rini.
Yes, well, that is a subject I have absolutely zero authority in, I'm afraid. I cannot help you.
Her son is very worried.
Please, do not asphyxiate me!
What are you doing?
I like humans, and I liked Rini. Poor Alcon. But if they hear me talking to you, they'll kill me.
I'm tired of games. Just tell me where she is, or I'll be the one to asphyxiate you.
An Isu took her.
Where?
I do not know, but one of my contacts is nearby. Get your answers there.
Now, was that so hard?
Poseidon was wrong. A storm is brewing between humans and Isu the Castis, and I fear you will only serve to hasten its imminent arrival.
Plaka si tricked me.
That was a terrible...
A note. So this Zarius abducted Rini. I'm going to find him. There's a lot of guards for a quarry. I wonder why.
Well, isn't this an honor? How'd you get past my guards?
I'm looking for the Madis.
And why would the great Dicastis be looking for missing humans?
I never said he was missing.
Very clever. Hybrid. When my humans transport adamant to the experimentation chamber, they don't always return. Occasionally they fall through the cracks, like rats.
Tell me where this experimentation chamber is, or I'll make you eat your precious adamant.
Primitive. Violence is all your kind understands.
Tell me!
Fine. It's in the garden of Chemopolia. But you're wasting your time. The doors are locked.
Then I'll just have to find the key.
You can try, hybrid.
You know, treating humans like vermin will get you killed one day. Consider yourself lucky I'm not making that day today. I don't like the sounds of this experimentation chamber. And what do the Isu need with all this adamant? Halcon's probably wondering where I am. I'll go see him.
Digastis Cassandra, did you find Matter and Patter?
Not yet. But I know they were taken to some sort of experimentation chamber by an Isu named Zarios.
Zarios? But he was always so kind to us. He gave us food and defended us when the others called us rats.
Do you know where I could find him? The doors to the chamber are locked, and he's my last hope of getting in.
He's usually at the fortified Doma of Miniseas, but he's always protected by guards.
That never stops me. Zarios, you've abducted your last human. Looks like the one Atlas gave me. Maybe it can help me get into the experimentation chamber. This looks like the perfect place to hide missing humans. Locked. But I think I know what opens this. The more complicated the key, the bigger the secret. Someone really doesn't want any visitors. Do it! is this?
Ah, I've been waiting for you, Cassandra. Welcome to the birthplace of legends.
Who said that? Show yourself!
My name is Aita. I am a scientist, and in many ways, these are my children.
You created the Minotaur, the Cyclops, the Writhing Dread. They're monsters.
Are we not all monsters? Imperfect beings striving towards our ultimate potential. Is that not why you are here?
I'm here because a little boy's parents are missing, and all signs point to you.
How very human of you.
She nearly turned me to stone. Even now, I don't feel safe looking into her eyes. I still have nightmares from our fight in that labyrinth. Grant us the sight
to watch over our legacy. A metal of extraordinary properties restructures the portion of the human brain responsible for emotions. We've engineered it to remove fear. Enhances your more animal instincts. Why hold a weapon when you can become one?
Who or what are you? Rini! Are you here?
Over here! We're here!
Please, help us!
The Castis, you're here.
Lyra, what are you doing here?
They came for me in the night. I'll never be safe.
Don't worry, I'm getting everyone out of here.
Didn't anyone teach you it's cruel to lie?
What? What's cruel is abducting and experimenting on these people.
Without sacrifice, there can be no progress. Without experimentation, there can be no perfection.
You're breaking Poseidon's law!
I am advancing knowledge for the betterment of Atlantis. Poseidon's lack of vision keeps us in darkness. But we are close. So very close.
Humans are not animals to be caged and tortured.
We created them to serve us. That is their sole purpose.
Let these people go.
It's too late for them. Project Olympus has already begun. One human escaped before the transformation was complete, and lives were lost. This won't happen again. Surely you understand. So, you've seen the beast she becomes.
I'm getting these people out of here.
But don't you want to know what's behind this door?
All right, I'll play. Tell me.
Why tell you when I can show you? Just know, to enter the chamber is to forfeit their lives. You cannot have both.
What if I just killed you, set these people free, and broke through your stupid door?
You can't kill me, Cassandra. I can see you're struggling. What if I told you the greatest achievement in Atlantis is behind that door? And that we owe that achievement to you?
What are you talking about?
Through there is a path to immortality. For you. For us. Embrace your legacy. Forget these miserable humans. Abandon morality, and the answers to all your questions are just beyond that door.
Please! Save us or we'll die!
You will be reborn! Don't you want to know why you're really here? Free the people and this door will remain closed to you forever. Pass through, however, and it will lock behind you. These rats will be mine. What will it be, the Castis? Their lives? Or your destiny?
Fuck your door. I promised the little boy I'd bring his parents home, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Very disappointing. No matter. If there are two things Atlantis has in ample supply, it is adamant and humans.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Thank you, the Castis.
I'll get to see Alcon again.
Hurry! What? No. Impossible.
You. It was always you. Human. Isu. Perfection. The Isu blood coursing through your human body makes you the perfect vessel. It has endowed you with their resilience and our consciousness. More so than any other of my creations, you are what Project Olympus was always meant to be. The ultimate weapon. Imagine if we controlled an army of you. The inevitable war between humans and Isu would be over in a heartbeat.
These vessels are empty. Your project has failed, and soon you will be dead.
Entertaining to the end.
These experiments have gone too far. Poseidon's going to hear about this.
How can we ever repay you?
Tell your son if an Isu ever calls him a rat again, because this Cassandra will deal with them personally. Poseidon lied to me. They've been experimenting on humans this whole time.
My Dicastes has returned. I can only presume you've delivered judgment to Atlantis.
You said you outlawed experimentation on humans. All of it was lies. The issue are out of control.
What are you talking about? My laws are absolute, and by them all must abide. I have declared it.
Your laws have done nothing. People are suffering under your rule, and you don't even realize it.
No one would have the audacity to disobey me. Surely this is a mistake.
You should listen to her, you know.
Juno. Impossible! You're forbidden from entering the city. Guards!
Your guards respect your sons. And when you appointed that hybrid as your Dicastis, your sons turned to us.
Even my sons know better than to bow to a warmonger!
The humans are bringing war whether we want it or not, Poseidon.
They should after what you've done.
You mean what they've forced us to do. Poseidon worries about the sun and his solar floral regeneration project. Catastrophe is coming for us. On that we agree. But there is only one catastrophe. Humanity.
You can't trust Eta. He's a lunatic! You have no idea of the monsters he's trapped in his hidden lair!
It was hidden only to Poseidon. My wife knew everything about it.
Hybrid. Project Olympus was my idea.
The end of a cycle in Atlantis doesn't have to be a catastrophe.
It's far worse. We've detected changes in the surface of the sun. If we don't prepare...
If we don't prepare, humans will kill us all. The only ecological catastrophe we face is the one we created ourselves.
When I got here, Poseidon said I was where I belonged. Someone tell me why I'm really here, now!
Such sadness. She's even more human than I expected. Eta, answer her.
Gladly. In you, we found opportunity. Imagine the possibilities if we duplicated your hybrid form. We could employ our technology to control your mind. You, hybrid, can be used to craft Juno's ultimate weapon.
Or rather, you could have been. My husband's experiment was promising, but after observation, we've decided you are a failure. Our new weapon is far deadlier than you could ever be.
The Ekatochires. Aida, you didn't.
I did.
The Ekatochires will rise. Project Olympus will strike fear so deeply into the hearts of humanity, they would never consider revolt. And you will declare my husband the Dicastis Vasilevs.
Dicastis, stop this. If they're successful, we are doomed. All of us. You have to trust me.
You, deal with these two. I'll find a way to stop their plans.
It's too late. The procedure was already a success. The Ekatochires lives. Can't you hear him stir?
You did this in my laboratory under the palace. Entrance was barred when I outlawed human experimentation.
What is that sound? Is that your weapon?
I will bring justice to these two. But I need you to stop the Ekatochires before it kills us all. Go!
people? These minions are for Maita's experiments. I can't get too close. The only one dying is you!
Honor the fallen by wielding their fear.
Remarkable. You really are the greatest of the humans and of my people.
Where's Juno and Etta?
Imprisoned, for now. But they will not stop.
If imprisonment won't stop them, then leave them alone in a room with me. I'll make sure they never hurt anyone again.
And what would that prove? That you're as cruel as Juno and her husband?
I don't intend to prove anything. I intend to stop this, and save those that suffered because of your hubris.
So in the end, you brought judgment to Atlantis after all. Very well, Gastis. Do you still have Cerberus' device? I didn't tell you everything about your stuff. It is a bridge between your two selves. But by coupling it with the powers of the devices you retrieved from the Cerberus and the Gatohires, we can end Atlantis' cycle forever.
I wasn't just awakening my sixth sense. I was unlocking the power to destroy the entire city.
In the wrong hands, the staff has the power to destroy everything. That is why you, and only you, could be its keeper.
You act like you knew this would happen.
I'm tired, just as you are. I waited many cycles for Atlantis' final judgment to come. I only wish it had come sooner. Think of the suffering it would have prevented.
If we do this, you and your sons...
My family have had generations to show kindness, modesty, temperance. We refused, and in so doing, this choice was made by us as much as by you.
The humans in this city don't deserve to die.
When we do this, the horns will wail and the animals will be set free. Humans in the Borimos Ring will know to take their boats. I assure you, they will escape.
If we sink the city, but I'm in it, then I die too.
No. You are the keeper of the stuff. It will protect you. Unfortunately for you, now is not your time.
You said it yourself. Juno and Aida will never stop. I've seen those laboratories, the experiments in them. There's only one way to end the suffering here. Destroy this place.
My one wish is that I had more time to learn from you. In time, I may have learned to be more human.
Here, Poseidon.
Keeper of the Staff, your trials are over.
Back in the throne room.
Tell me, now that you have seen the fate of Atlantis, how do you feel?
With the staff, I hold the power to destroy an entire city.
Which is why you were given the ability to control that power. Only in your hands will the destructive potential of the staff remain hidden.
So what was all this?
What you have experienced are echoes of memories, distorted, but no less real.
Whose memories?
The issue. Some were even my own. In my time as Dikastis, I also tried to bring balance to Atlantis, but it wasn't enough.
You?
And now you.
My trials forced me to reunite with my grandfather, Phoebe, Brasidas, even Elpinor.
And in so doing, you passed a valuable trial. The staff has the power to prolong life. That is not your role. You must learn to say goodbye again and again, but let death take what it will from this world.
Were they real?
They are with you always, so yes. In time you must let them go, but that will be another trial.
My trials in Elysium brought destruction and rebellion.
Not due to you, but Persephone. She was a ruler who controlled her domain through extreme order. In so doing, you saw that her rule was doomed to failure.
In the underworld, I was forced to endure a realm of pure chaos.
Indeed. Hades was a king who invited that chaos, and devastation came with it. But know this, you will be forced to endure far worse suffering before your death has come.
Elysium and the underworld were doomed. But in Atlantis, I almost thought Poseidon and I could do some good.
Yet there you discovered the issue as we really were. Flawed. No matter how many times I have seen that echo of memory, my home always meets destruction.
I'm ready to leave. You coming? We are entwined after all.
You saw Persephone rule through order, Hades through chaos, and even had a taste of being a ruler yourself in Atlantis.
It was a disaster.
You have seen there is no path to power for the Keeper. In the staff, you have the ability to bring this world to its knees, but that is not your role. You must use your strength to restrain the power of the staff, to guard it,
to keep.
My mother once told me I was sent by the gods to protect this world. I gave her my word. And now, I give my word to you.
And what of your word, heir of memories? You must wake up and redeem yourself before it's too late, or it will be you who tears this world apart. Now awake! The interloper has found you! Wake! Now!
No! Where are you?
Talking to yourself, Layla Hassan? Clearly the Isu artifact has had quite the effect on you. You're going mad.
Mr. Berg, you finally showed up.
Most impressive. I knew if anyone could discover this place, it was you. But you left Abstergo before you could be assigned this mission.
Sigma 6 found it just fine after you tapped into our comm signal. We know it was you.
Correct. What you don't know is that I've been listening in for much longer. Ever since you found the Book of Herodotus, from Templar research I'm sure you stole.
Abstergo are murderers, and you're nothing but their killing machine.
A righteous claim. And what of the Sigma team I dispatched earlier to find you? You killed them.
Look, I saw your files in the Abstergo database. I know about Alina. If you knew what the staff could do for her—
Don't say a word about her.
Then forget it! I was trying to compromise.
No compromising. The artifact is coming with me.
You had no right to do what you did to Deanna. You should have come after me!
You're always next on the list. I'll check you off today.
You're a real Yahomar, Otso. This is over.
Indeed. The world outside is coming to its inevitable end. Whose side you're on won't matter anymore. Come. Hand over the staff.
It does matter. I'll always be an assassin. And if you want the staff, you're gonna have to take it from me.
First Victoria, now me. Admit it, you can't handle the power of the artifact.
Wanna know my favorite thing about the staff?
Don't gloat.
It's the immortality.
Petty to the end.
The thing is, Mr. Berg, I don't care if you live or die. You just gotta get out of my way. Face it, Templar's lost. Altair 2, come in. Altair 2, come in! Atlantis has been compromised.
My legs.
Alethea? Alethea! Okay, think, Layla. Your comms are broken. How do you get help? Vic, I failed you. I'm sorry I didn't listen. I wasn't there when you needed me. Remember that night you made dinner? I'm sorry I said you can't cook. If I knew this is what would happen, I never would have... Please. Send me a sign. Your earpiece. Can anyone hear me?
Victoria, we've been trying to find a way to force communication. First, we lost everyone's vitals, and
Elena.
then...
It's me.
Layla? How? This is Victoria's channel. Where is she? What's been happening down there? Did you finish the trials?
Yes, we have the staff. I finished our trials, but...
That's incredible! An actual Isu artifact in assassin control. This changes everything.
I'm not in control, Elena, and nothing's changed. Also, Berg is the interloper. He's in the throne room with me. Look, I'll explain everything, but the Templars know what we're doing, and they're after us. I need you to get me out of here.
With you? Are you safe?
We fought. He passed out, but he's stable. Please don't make me check on him.
You didn't... kill him?
No. He's still alive.
Sit tight, Layla. We're coming for you, but it might take time. What are you gonna do?
Until you get here, I'm going back into the Animus. There are a lot of people to say goodbye to.